Well, it was a very traumatic and tragic day in Maryland. A suburban mall in Columbia remains closed after 3 people were killed, including the gunman. 4 others were left injured. Officials aren't sure of a motive yet. For more on the information, we go live to Kyle Schmoyer with the latest details. Kyle, it's about 7 hours now into it. What can you tell us?
Well, this is still an unfolding situation, Nicole. We do know that the 2 victims in this shooting, both co-workers at the same store in the mall. Within the last hour or so, we learned their identities. One is 21-year-old Brianna Benlolo from the College Park area. That's in the area of the University of Maryland. The other, 25-year-old Tyler Johnson from Ellicott City, Maryland, which only is a couple minutes away from where we are standing here in Columbia at the mall. I can tell you, for those 2 victims, their families, and a slew of people inside the mall today, everything changed in their lives just before noontime this afternoon. It was a typical Saturday morning of shopping inside the Mall of Columbia when just about 11:15, shots ring out on the 2nd floor of the mall near the food court. Police confirm 3 people were found dead inside and just outside the skater store named Zoomies. Police say the 2 victims, a male and female in their 20s, both worked at the store. They are confident the 3rd person dead is the shooter. They report it's a male, but beyond that, still have no ID, and here's why.
Identity of the shooter, we don't know who that is yet. When our officers approached, he was obviously deceased, but he was also still had a large amount of ammunition still on and about him.
Hundreds, if not thousands of people in the mall ran for cover when they heard the gunfire. Many fled the building, others sheltered in place. And once police secured the primary shooting scene, they turned their attention to sweeping the entire mall, looking for any other shooters, victims, and witnesses.
And getting those people who had secreted, sheltered in place, getting them out, then going through a process of identifying those people who may have witnessed the shooting. And so those people that have witnessed the shooting, we are obviously having further interviews conducted with them by our investigators.
And for many people inside the suburban mall that's located between Baltimore and Washington, D.C., what they experienced this Saturday was nothing short of surreal.
I was standing there talking to a customer, and I started hearing all this banging coming from the food court. I thought maybe they were doing construction or something, because we do a lot of that here. And people started running, and they said somebody's down there and he's got a gun. And I heard at least 8 to 10 gunshots.
Me and my friend, we just ran in. Well, we were already in the store, and we just ran in the back room. And then we were crying, and we were just scared out of our minds because our thought was we were gonna get shot. And then we just heard a lot of people screaming and running, and it was just very scary moment.
A very scary moment for a lot of people inside this mall today. Something obviously that they didn't expect to happen, but a public shooting once again that we've been seeing around the country. This just the latest here in Maryland. We know police responded within 2 minutes of getting the first 911 call. When they came, as you heard from the police chief, they found a shooter dead, but a shooter who was heavily armed with a lot of ammunition. We are told they believe right now he was armed with a shotgun that he did use in these killings today. Their investigation continues as we speak right now, still trying to piece together a motive for this shooting inside a mall here in suburban Maryland. Nicole?
It's the last thing you think is going to happen when you go shopping, Kyle. Any idea when the mall might reopen?
Yeah, the mall's actually going to be closed the rest of tonight and probably into tomorrow. We haven't gotten a full word from the mall officials yet. As you can see behind me, police still here right now continuing in this investigation. As we've said off the top, they know 3 people dead, 2 of them victims, 1 of them shooter, 5 people injured in this, 1 from a gunshot wound, the others from some minor bumps and bruises trying to get away and take cover in the situation. All those people who were injured out of the hospital tonight.
All right, Kyle, thank you very much. So sad, so young. Thank you.